Wilder's an immense finisher. I don't think that Joshua has the resolve or the mental strength right now.
Power will be the difference there. And I feel like he is game. Look at him against Fury. He wants to go out on his shield.
I want to talk to you about this, though. So there's a big fight happening really, really soon with Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder, rumoured to be in December of this year in Saudi Arabia. How do you feel that fight will go?
Well, I think I think Joshua is a little bit gun shy, and I think when he gets caught with one shot, he don't want to stay in the exchanges. You know, he'll want to get out. He'll want to be on the back foot. I don't know. I think he's really struggling, to be honest, with his style and with what, you know. He's obviously got a lot of pressure on him, and his rise was, you know, rapid, wasn't it? His way through the Olympics to a world title in the amount of time he's been boxing. But I don't know. I feel like he's got a lot on. I feel like Wilder would win. I feel like Wilder would land that, because he is wild, and you know, he's not the best technically, but to land that backhand as many times as he has and knocked out as many people as he has, you know, there's something there. There is some skill behind it as well.
Well, he's knocked out. Anyway. Well, apart from Fury, he's knocked out everybody.
And even Fury's had that, hasn't he? However many times in their trilogy, you know. So I think if you can do that consistently, whether you look as bad as he does, you know, there's something to it. And I think that power will be the difference there. And I feel like he is game. Look at him against Fury. He wants to go out on his shield. He's not bothered with taking a shot. So I think that'd be the difference in that fight, to be fair. What do you think?
It's the big buff for me.
Yeah.
I think it's, if Ruiz can punch. He might be a bit of a big lad, but he can punch and he's got fast hands. The only thing is with that is Wilder's an immense finisher. Wilder isn't. If he's got you hurt, I don't think that Joshua has the resolve or the mental strength right now to, like you said, once he gets stung with that right hand, he will go for him, and I don't think he's going to be able to take it. I think the only thing is he's getting no younger though, Harry. Do you know what I mean? He's getting no younger. So what can you do? You can go back fighting Jermaine Franklin's or whoever else. Do you know what I mean? And then still be back in the same position. Whereas you can get this multi. I mean, I think if I was in his corner, I'd be advising not to take that fight at this stage. Maybe a couple of warm-up fights, then that fight. But he's a risk. Even in his warm-up fights, you'd be thinking, should have put him in with Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte might clean him. Do you know what I mean?
Or even Zhang or someone like that, like we seen the other week. You know, I
wouldn't like to see him with Zhang.
No, not after that performance the other week. Southpaw who can bang like that. You know, I don't know.
With an head like a bowling ball.
But yeah, and I think the way when you see fighters chase things with going around the houses with different trainers and whatnot, I think it never really works, does it? I don't think it ever really works. When we've seen it in the past, I don't know. I don't think it works. So I think it's all on for him, to be fair. I think he's got it all on.
I mean, looking back on Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. So Andy Ruiz has quite openly said, listen, I didn't train for the fight. I was eating food off naked women like a tray. I would just at Snickers. Do you know, I didn't really care. Do you think that basically Joshua was seen as this next coming of Muhammad Ali? And it really wound me up because he didn't do anything really. He was again very gun shy. But do you think if Andy Ruiz would have come in fitter, even fitter maybe than that first fight, do you think he'd have probably ended his career at that point?
He could have, but that's only Andy Ruiz. You know, he's got himself to blame for. I suppose he'd made the money, and it must have gone to his head. But yeah, he messed up. He messed up there. You know, preparing how he did, and he's come out and said how he did. I mean, look how heavy he came in for that fight, and he was poor in that fight as well. But I don't know. I think if he was on it again, like it was the first time, or like you said, even more so, because he would have had more notice. If late notice won it the first time round, he should have been even better, and you know, he should have probably won, because AJ was still gun shy, wasn't he, in that fight, in the rematch?
Completely agree.
Ruiz was just so heavy. He just couldn't do much, could he?
No,
You know,
he didn't have the legs.
no.
He was there for the picking. He really was.